Yulan True, and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy and to another video of my little 5-star ship series. And today I want to talk about this very well-known ship over here. It's a real beauty. But before I get to the ship, I have to say, if you are not a subscriber of my channel yet, please do subscribe. And when you do, please click that little bell and all notifications so YouTube will inform you when there's another video or another live stream coming up, because that's what I'm doing on this channel as well. But of course you want to know more about the deridex, and that's the ship that you see there. That is the Romulan epic 5-star ship, and you will definitely know her from Star Trek The Next Generation. I mean, Picard encountered several deridex during the series, and of course the Romulan Cardassian fleet that tried to destroy the Founders by attacking their home planet and wanted to destroy the Great Link, and failed, of course, because it was a plot by the Jem'Hadar in the end, or the Founders. But they were involved, and I really like that ship. But it's an epic 5-star ship, and that brings the same problems as the 4-star epic ships already. It needs 650 blueprints. We talk about the blueprints a little bit later. First of all, I want to say that it has a starting power of almost 200 million, and it is a battleship. That is an important information always, because if you're not one of the new players that I know that are watching my videos, then you will know the combat triangle and what it means that it is a battleship. But if you're one of those new players that are watching, that just started playing the game, there is a video in my helpful tricks playlist about the combat triangle. Have a look there if you haven't heard that yet. The deridex has another advantage, of course, as a 5-star epic ship. It starts with a warp range of 627, which is quite nice. In deep space you will need a lot of power in the end to do your missions as well and to hunt hostiles, so that is of course quite helpful. And of course it does have ship abilities, and the main one, which is always active, is the ship ability Warbird. That means as long as the opponent is burning, the deridex increases the number of shots of each weapon by 0.1%, by 0.1, and that's cumulative. And all those green numbers you see all the time, that usually means that by tiering up or leveling up, those numbers will rise. And so you get more and more shots by upgrading the ship. And it has two locked abilities, at least locked in the beginning. That's ship cloaking. Of course, the deridex can cloak. We've seen that all in Next Generation and in Deep Space Nine. Remember when all the deridex and the Galore class of the Cardassians uncloaked at Deep Space Nine before they entered the wormhole to the Gamma Quadrant, and of course they can cloak. And they have the ability Lethal Force, and that increases critical hit damage against players by 125%, so that's a nice PvP addition here. But also this needs to be unlocked. How this stuff is unlocked, and so that's topic for a different video, so I won't go into the details here. We have those abilities, or different kinds of abilities, that are locked or unlocked on a lot of ships. But the issue here is the 650 blueprints, and unfortunately in my videos on the uncommon 5-star ships and the the rare 5-star ships, I could tell you missions where you get blueprints for them. On the epic ones, neither on the Enterprise D nor the Rotaran or the deridex I found any information on missions that you could get blueprints for them. So you will have to rely on the normal stuff, and the normal stuff means either the faction store, and there you have to be on high reputation to do that. My highest is the Klingons. I'm working at the Romulans at the moment. I'm only at 400 million, so I will not see anything here about 5-star ships. But at least with the Klingons, I can see the 5-star ships up to the rare one, and that's the Kuf Sompak, but that already needs 2 more levels than the level I am on, and I've got 1.6 billion points at the moment. So the epic ones will require a much higher reputation even. And what I said for the other 2 epic ships already, of course, they are level 60 shipyard ships. And I expect when I reach level 60, so ops level 60 and then shipyard level 60, that I will have at least locked one of the factions at the next lock. The locks are 10 million, 1 billion, and then again 15 billion, which is the highest reputation at the moment, to have at least one lock there, so that I can at least get some blueprints here. What happens afterwards, now it's going until level 70, so I'm not so sure that I will spend faction credits on a rare or an epic, but we will see how the game develops. It's so far out in the future that I haven't made my strategy for that time. But usually I would try to get only the uncommon ones because they're cheaper to get, and rather to get the levels to the next level then. But we will see. But they introduced ships that are even beyond the deridex now, because it's going to level 70, and those are ships I will talk about when I get into those regions and when I can see those in my ship list. That's why I waited for the 5-star ship videos until now, because now I reached level 49. Now I can see them in my ship list and of course can show them to you. And some asked why are these videos interesting for new players? Of course, when you just started playing the game, and I know a lot of my viewers did, it's still interesting to see what the future holds for you, what you can progress to in this game. You can't see a lot of these things I'm making videos on, especially the ships, in your ship list yet, because you just started, and that progresses with the game, even what you can see. But I always like to see what I want to reach at some point, and that let me continue playing, because I know there's always stuff coming. When I keep on grinding, I can get to that point and that point, and it's never wrong to be informed when you reach that point, and you have already seen videos about that. And so I think it's a good idea for new players also to see what's coming, even if it's much later. But I hope, I heard that some of you agree with me, and I hope that you do. And there's always new stuff to discover, and that's the fun of this game as well. I'm complaining a lot about bugs and the crashes. I don't know what the next arc would bring, how many bugs it will bring, but we know that's how the game is. That's why I never edit out when a game crashes, because that is part of the real life in this game. But I still love playing this game. That's why I'm still doing it, and that's why I not so long ago started making videos after thanks Murgi told me that I'm explaining so much to my alliance. Why not explain it to more people than just the members of my alliance? Because he knew that I was that's my day job to do YouTube. So on completely different topics that have nothing to do with this. That's why I'm not advertising my other channels here. Will not be interesting for the most of you, I'm quite sure. But that's how it started. And I wouldn't have done this if I didn't like the game. So I will continue play that game. I would have, even if I didn't make the videos. But they still have to work on some things. And but that doesn't stop me from playing the game. And there's always stuff I still can reach. There's new stuff because they introduce new levels I've never had on my other servers. And so even for me, there will be new stuff in the future. And so that's the nice thing. And that's what I'm looking forward to. That's why I'm having a look on stuff I'm still far away from. But it's nice to know what the future brings. But I shouldn't forget to tell you that, of course, you can also get the blueprints for the deridex later in the away team store. But for that, it's not the reputation is not the most important part. It's your shipyard level. And so you will have to wait until shipyard 59 to see those blueprints in the away team store. I can at the moment, if I remember correctly, I'm not buying anything there. I still only can see, no, it's the wrong button. I still only can see the ships up to the 4-star epic, because my shipyard is just too low. Here's the Enterprise A, that's the 4-star epic. We have the Hertha, that's the 4-star epic Klingon, and I also should have, oh no, I shouldn't have, because not, it's a combination of blueprint and, or not blueprint, of faction, reputation, and shipyard. That's why I'm seeing the others, because the Federation is also at 1 billion, but I don't see the 4-star Romulan ship here, because I'm only at the 400 million. But you do need the shipyard to do this. The faction reputation alone will not help. You see that I have a 1.6 billion Klingon reputation, and I also already can get Vorcha blueprints in my faction store, but because I don't have the shipyard for it, I cannot get the Nova or the Vorcha in the away team store. And so that's why I said not only the reputation is important, you also need the proper shipyard. And in this case, for the Nova, I guess I will see them from shipyard 51. I will see them in the away team store. For the Vorcha, shipyard 52, and for those for the deridex, it will be shipyard level 59, plus the correct reputation that I see it in my away team store. Nevertheless, if you have anything to add to this video, or if you have questions, especially the viewers with you that just started playing the game, or if you have video requests, I recently got some again that I am having a look at the moment, and I did a lot of request videos already. Or if you just want to say hi and where you're from, what city, for example, I'm always curious. I like to know where all my viewers are coming from. No, they're from all over the planet. I can see that in my statistics, but it's much nicer to see that. And that's why I'm also doing those live streams now, and it will be a regular thing, almost every Friday in the future. At least I'm planning that to do so. And because I can directly interact with you. And then that's why I'm also interested in where you guys are from. Because it's nice to have this closer interaction with the viewers and so on, and hence the live streams as well, because I have a direct chat here where can I have a look on. If you haven't been able to be with me on my last one, the first one was kind of a test on a different setup. The second one was on the same setup I used for other channels before, for the stream at least, so that worked quite well. I had a lot of fun. Incidentally, it was Incursion as well on that Friday evening, so I could show Incursion to a lot of new players. And if you have missed it, it's of course still on my channel and you can watch it now. It just misses the interaction we had during the live stream. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.